Buenos tardes, buenos dias, everybody. Hola, everybody. We got ourselves a Mexican standoff. So, of course, I've got to get into my Mexican gear. And my favorite civ, one of my favorite civs, it is the Revolt civ. So it just has to be my favorite civ, doesn't it? I remember when Mexico first came out and USA, and I made sure I got the hats, the cowboy hat and the Mexican hat. To make sure I get in that theme. And I haven't worn it in a while. You guys can see it. Arriba, arriba. So I'm getting my my inner Spanish. Even though I have zero Spanish blood in me, I'm getting my Spanish freak on. I'm getting my Spanish freak on. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look how dashing. Look how badass that is. Okay. So here we are. In a Mexican mirror, and you might remember one of these names before. Yes, in blue we have Dicta Cigar, so Cigar 89, and this guy became famous for doing the Mexican Texas fort build, where you get lots of forts out, and you get free units from it. And this game was sent to me by Sicky G. Now, Sicky G messaged me on Discord, and he said to me, that game that you posted, like probably a year ago now, months and months and months and months ago, it was in last year at some point. He said, ever since I saw that game, I've been doing that build over and over. So Cigar 89, when I showcased that Texas fort spam that he did on the channel for the first time, that inspired this man. And ever since then, he's been improving his build. And he finally gets to meet the master of the Texas fort build. So this truly is a battle of the master and the sensei for who can do the better Texas fort spam. So he told me that it's a Texas fort spam. He told me this. That's all I know. So buckle up, buckaroos. Get your Mexican popcorn ready. Get that tequila ready, baby. And you're going to be in for a fun ride. So if you guys like Texas fort builds, then this is going to be your wet dream forever. This game. If you don't like Texas fort spams, then I would probably recommend just turning off the channel right now, because this is what it's going to be. Arriba! Okay, let's look at the decks then and see where this is going to differ, if it's going to differ at all. So Cigar's picking up 80 wood there, which is really nice. You can see already how it's differed by the fact that Sicky G has gone for a trade post, and Cigar has not gone for a trade post, and he's just deciding to actually save the wood. He only picked up 100 wood to get a house, and then the other 100 wood, he's just literally just saved in it. Interesting. I know he likes to go for a fast revolt into Central America as soon as he gets up into age 2, so maybe that's what we're going to see here. This is what Cigar's deck looks like. So you can see there he sent the Hacienda card, then he's gone into Independence movements. I know he likes to use this card, Presidios, which basically makes outposts and forts build faster and for cheaper. So it's actually quite a good card. But it doesn't give you immediate tempo. That's the problem with this card. It's a very strategic card. So you have to send that like strategically, knowing that you're going to be, building a lot of this stuff. It also gives you an extra build limit for your fort, which is really, really good. So yeah, even the walls are cheaper by 20% and get built faster. So that's kind of cool. Has both of the forts in his deck. Interesting stuff. Okay, age is up. He's already sent 2 shipments though, and because he doesn't have a trade post or a cathedral, he's going to struggle to get his next shipment, although the age up XP is definitely going to help. Ages up and puts his cantina down straight away. I think he's probably going to ship this card. Yeah, I think he goes Presidios into building a fort. Yeah, so he's going to send this card. He's going to then make a fort. He's going to make a fort with that, which is very interesting. But yeah, it's been a while since we've had Cigar on the channel again, so I'm really, really happy to see him back again because that Texas Fort Spam we saw was just so fun to watch. It really was. And I'd never seen anything like it before, and it was just absolutely incredible. Central America coming in now. Look at this timing. Like, he knows, is he going to get the card in before the 8? Look at this. This is how, look, it's going to come in. The card's just going to come in before he revolts. Now, oh my God, he has done this build so many times. He knows the precise moment at which that card is going to come in before the revolt is. Like, that was incredible timing. Like, actually incredible timing. Because if he revolted, if the revolt went through before that card actually came in, the card would have not have been sent, and he would have got the shipment back. And because it gives you a whole nother deck. That's the thing. It gives you a whole nother deck. So it would have been nullified there. So really, like, that is incredible timing there. Like, that was actually almost like, I don't even know, but that was incredible. So now, forts cost 360 wood and 300 coin. And obviously, they get built a lot quicker. So he's got his Explorer over there, building that fort. And yeah, going to see how quickly that gets down. Where's his other Explorer? I don't know where his other... Where's his Padre? Not sure where the Padre is. Oh, the Padre's over here building a cathedral. Very smart. The cathedral. So the Padre's building a cathedral, and the Explorer's building a fort. I love it. Okay, let's go look over at Siki G, who is in this age up now. I don't know if he sent the cathedral, but he's definitely building it. And you see how this is differing already. So Cigar going for that early fort, which, by the way, is going to give him a lot of XP when that gets built. That's going to give him 220 XP when it's built. Siki G he's also building a fort. So he has also sent Presidios because his fort is also cheaper. But he's also built a cathedral like Cigar, but he's sending the Lady of the Assumption, Our Lady of the Assumption, which is actually really smart. He has a trade post as well. So when this cathedral comes in, not only is it going to give him another cathedral, but both cathedrals are now going to gather double XP. So he goes from 1 XP per second to 4 XP per second, which is pretty incredible. 4 XP per second? Wow. Just for 2 buildings. Don't forget these cathedrals. They have other buffs as well. They have lots of good techs. They also heal everything for free in an area. So yeah, absolutely incredible. Nice stuff here. So basically, this is going to be a no-rush treaty build from both sides, and they're both going to do Texas 4. I love it. Berber's also coming in for Siki G. Probably for Berber Nomads, so going to be doing a bit of extra eco, maybe. His Hacienda does have 7 livestock on it. So he's managed to find 6 extra livestock, including the cow you start with, including Bessie there. And that's a lot of livestock. And you can see there that the Hacienda is gathering at 1 coin per second, which is, you know, not far off 2 villagers. It's basically 1.5 villagers, just over 1.5 villagers on coin, just for having livestock. So that's not bad. Also now going for the Tlaxcala textiles. And actually building Haciendas. Did he get the cheaper? He has sent the cheaper Haciendas card as well. Wow. So he's playing super greedy. Siki G is playing super greedy here. He's got cheaper Haciendas. Tlaxcala already on the way. He's almost got his fort built. And there's that 220 XP. He's gonna have really good eco, especially if he starts making some Berber Nomads from here as well. So very differing builds already. Okay, let's switch back over to Cigar. You can see here Cigar. Wow, he's put down another 4. So he's going. Cigar build is. I like Cigar's build against pretty much any other build, any other civilization. If you're playing against people that are either trying to fast fortress or fast industrial, or even trying to rush you, getting a fort up early is really, really important. But I think Siki G is playing smarter here. He knows Cigar is going to go for this fort build. So he's playing the fort build, but also doing it in a very greedy manner. So, yeah, we'll see. I think usually this will pay off. But again, it depends how quickly Cigar will get into the agent before his opponent. And you can see there, he's almost aging up now. There it comes. He's going to un-revolt. Did he get the faster? No, he didn't get the cheap. Did he get the cheaper revolts? I can't remember. I think he. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So yeah, there comes the Mexico age up. He's also going for improved building. So building hit points. This is so toxic. I love how toxic this build is. So forts, watch this. Forts are now going to have 12,500 HP. I'll drink some tequila to that, baby. Yeah, arriba. So double forts with extra HP. Town center has extra HP. Cathedrals have extra HP. So Cigar's also gone for Our Lady of the Assumption, so he's got double cathedral now as well. If we look over at Siki G, he's nowhere near aging up yet, so he's gone for the greed, but he's on 36 villagers, so his eco is definitely going to be nicer. And yeah, I mean, it's 11 minutes, and like I said, both of these guys know what's up. They're both going for a treaty build here. I love this. Like, there's a mind game element to it. It's very, like, relaxing, and I love it. You just know it's just gonna, at some point in the game, it's just gonna be chaos. But this is what I love about Age of Empires. People like to play their own style, play their own way. And they're just building up. They're doing SimCity. They're playing how they want to play. They're doing these build orders that they've practiced over and over. And I absolutely love it. 38 villagers now. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Cigar has aged up now. 2 shipments ready to go for Siki G, though. He is stacking up these shipments. And a lot of these Haciendas, you know, they also give a lot of build XP, 120 build XP. So both these guys doing similar builds with the same idea, but in different ways. Cigar, look at this. See, this is the thing about aging up sooner. He already gets his factory out, and he has shipped the one that cost 1,000 resources. But it does let you get all of your techs for free, and it doubles their HP. And with improved buildings, this factory has 12,000 HP. That is insane. That is incredible. This factory almost has the same HP as a fort. That is insane. Oh, love it. He's now shipping the other fort. This Chapultepec Castle. I butchered that name. I definitely know I butchered that. I'm sorry, my fellow Mexican brothers. But yeah, this is an interesting one. Forts have more line of sight. And it also does like 900% more damage to heroes, which is very weird but unique. Now look at the line of sight. Look how far the line of sight stretches out. Look here. This is where the line of sight stretches out. He can see this Padre all the way over here. Look how much line of sight that gives. That is an insane amount of line of sight. Look how far he sees over here. He's all the way down here. Sees the trade post. That is incredible. And when this fort gets built, we'll see how much line of sight that gives as well. Okay, another shipment is almost here. Again, it's going to be the Age 3 fort now. He's building up for it. And watch this line of sight. Watch the line of sight. Should get more. Look at that. It extends all the way over here now. Incredible stuff. Look at his map. Look at that mini map. Like, he's barely explored any of the map, but the forts are doing all the exploring for him. He basically sees his whole half of the map. And his forts are in his base. That's incredible. He just deleted a house there. He's on 22 population with only 10 max. So yeah, he doesn't need population, baby. I think the Texas Revolt is going to give him all the population he needs. And there it comes, baby. There it comes. And these forts give so much XP. The double cathedral is giving so much XP that he's getting so many shipments right now. And by the time he ages up, he's going to get another shipment. Boom, there it is. All of his villagers transform into volunteers. He gets max population now. And surely the first shipment will be, where is it? It's this one up here, Texan Forts. This is what we came to see. There it comes. Texan Forts is on the way at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. Sicky G saying master, bowing to his master. He is the inspiration. Cigar is the inspiration for why Sicky G does this build. He doesn't get the second factory because he knows that this revolt has a second factory in there as well. Sicky G, he's only just unrevolted now. It looks like he sent the 2 Culverin card as well, which is interesting. First shipment is going to be the factory, just like Cigar. He's upgrading the forts. I like that. Definitely very smart there. He's still only on 2 forts, though. Now, this is where it's going to be interesting because Sicky G has the better economy. But is that going to count for anything? Is that going to matter? We'll have to wait and see. He's now busy sending his shipments of forts and stuff, so he's going to have it. He needs more time. He needs more time here. He's also got that AOE3 fort that he needs to send. Cigar saying, you're trying to do the same thing. I love this build so much, by the way. So you can see there, where has his town center gone? Well, he deletes his town center because he doesn't need it anymore. The only reason you need a town center is for what? Minutemen? Or he can't make any more villagers, and he's not going to build any more villagers. So he deletes his town center, which means he can now put his inspiring flag inside his base. Because if you can't put your flag down, you're anywhere near your starting town center. So in order to put the flag down in his base, he needs to delete his town center, which is exactly what he does. These guys are talking, having a whale of a time here. Oh, I just turned on... I think I just changed their colors accidentally. Texas forts, yes. You're trying to do the same thing. Yep, I guess so. So they know what's going on here. Did I just change the color? I did. Okay, so Sicky G, he's also going for mercantilism in there as well. Wow, he's going so greedy. So greedy here. What's he getting here? He's upgrading his artillery as well. That's crazy here. The thing is, I feel like he's going to be behind, and he's already 4K score behind. So already looking good for Cigar, and Cigar's just he's already planted the flag. He's already got his 4 forts. You know, he's starting to get all of his units out. You know, he's going to be shipping the 2 forts next, I imagine. Surely? Yeah, 2 forts, of course. Could go for 4 culverins, which would be nice. Could even go for heavy fortifications or a factory, actually. A factory would have been good. But obviously wants to get those extra 2 forts down. That means he's going to be producing more free units. And you can see here he's making a mix between... he's got the guard Minutemen as well. You get the large Minutemen for 400 food and 400 coin. You get the large batch of Minutemen like you do in Texas with the USA build.
I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, all of your units promote to guard. There is this card here, this very important shipment here, Texas Army, which allows you to get Imperial units. And you can see there, Cigar makes sure he has a hacienda on villager production because he's going to need to make sure he builds barracks. I love the fact when he aged up as well, he aged up with a cantina. And I like to do that with my FIs with Mexico. And that the main reason for that is because it's basically a villager. So if you're not going to be using a barracks till the whole game almost, you might as well put a cantina down because that's going to give you a small trickle of coin. So 2 more forts going down. There they go. And look at the XP. It's just incredible. He's now got 8 Gatling guns.
What is your command?
And 20 guard regulars. Sicky G is still not in Texas yet. But he is upgrading his fort. So look at his fort. 17,000 HP. Wow. Finally now, we've got Texas coming in. Veteran Chinico's on the way. And he's aged up. I like this. So, yes, all of your villagers turn into volunteers, and he's going to have 40 of them, which is actually incredible. But I like the Hacienda play because now he's going to leave all of the Haciendas on villagers, so he'll be getting a lot of economy back. Now Texan Fort's coming in. The question is he going to be too far behind, though? Like, Cigar should be pushing in right now.
What is your
Cigar
command?
should be pushing in. He has to push in against all of these forts, which is kind of risky. But he has an opportunity here to push in, which he should be doing. But let's be honest, if you do this build, you're super autist, like myself. So you're going to want to set... You're going to want to get max pop. You're going to want to do everything properly before you push in. And Cigar looking like he's making sure he gets enough food and coin to get another batch of Minutemen out. Oh, I love this as well. Texas Army coming in now. So what he's going to want to do, does he have a... he's got double barracks down. Very smart. He can put his factory on, you know, wood if he needs to or anything like that. So gets a double barracks down, which is really, really smart. When that comes in, your Imperial techs come in for free, but they take 3 times as long. So he's gonna. You want 3 barracks to get each tech. Otherwise, it takes a long time to upgrade them. So there comes the techs and forts. More Minutemen on the way, and there comes the Imperial volunteers, Imperial regulars, and Imperial sharpshooters. So very, very shortly, he's going to have Imperial army, and the Imperial army is going to be 200 population, which is just ridiculously strong. We talk about overpops in this game. This is one of the strongest overpops because most of your military is going to... It's not technically an overpop, as in you can go over 200. I mean, you can if you ship one of these when you're very close, but it's not an overpop in the conventional sense. Yes. It's an overpop in the sense of you have no villagers, so you're overpopping your economy by having basically no villagers, and just 200 of your population is pure military, which, you know... 200 pop of Imperial units it should be unbeatable. So Cigar is just going to wait for this to happen. The scores are very close, but Cigar's just going to wait for this to happen, wait for the max pop. He's just going to go for it. The forts are battering these veteran Chinicos. You love to see it. And now it looks like it's go time for Cigar. He's on 201 pop. He's going to very shortly have Imperial regulars, and it's go time, baby. He's pushing with 12 Gatling guns, 32 Guard Minutemen, 60 regulars, which are about to be Imperial. This is going to be scary stuff. Sicky G is only just shipping in his 2 extra forts, I think, now. And he doesn't have all of his forts out. It's going to be go time. He's only on 90 pop. He is only on 90 pop. Cigar is diving in onto the forts. That's definitely the right smart. But his forts have 17,000 HP. Can he take them down? That's a big Gatling gun pop, though. That is a huge Gatling gun pop and a huge Minutemen pop. The regulars become Imperial with 300 HP and 50 attack. Down goes 1 fort, down goes 2 fort. Cigar saying, I came what I wanted to do. I denied those forts. The question is, was it going to be worth it? There's lots of artillery here as well. He's making these Chinicos as well. That's going to be really nice. There's +11s everywhere. Master versus Sensei, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker. Who is going to come out on top here? It looks like Cigar... His military has been smashed into the ground. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic defending there by Sicky G. Look at the score. He's got a double score over that one fight. Is it already over? The thing is, though, Sicky G lost 2 forts there. And so he's not going to be able to get anywhere near as many resources or military back. Cigar saying not bad indeed. He will be able to rebuild those forts. Thanks to the Presidios, he will be able to rebuild those forts. So, interesting whether it was worth taking them both down. Because they're cheaper and build quicker, probably he's going to be able to get them and get those reinforcements back. But the remass here for Cigar is going to be better, that's for sure. But Sicky G, look at this. Bro, I saw you on Lionheart's YouTube. What can I say, boys? I plant these seeds, baby. I plant these seeds, and they sprout into these beautiful build orders that Sicky G is doing right now. And, hey, man, it was all Cigar. It was all Cigar. I was just the guy filming. But I love to see this. I love seeing this. This is exactly why I do the YouTube, man. This is exactly why. To showcase people's genius builds, to inspire people to do these builds, to make them bigger and better. This is I love seeing comments like that. That's exactly why I do this, the YouTubing. Berber Nomads, finally getting some Berber Nomads in here. CKG's back up to 19 villagers, but he's going to be getting, 6 villagers every, like, 100 seconds, I think it is, 90 seconds or so. And look at this, 20 vills up straight up to 25. So he's getting a really strong economy back, which is interesting because it looks like he's making cavalry with that. Yeah, he's got double stable, which is interesting, but it's nothing like Imperial units. And you can see there's no Imperial volunteers. There's no Imperial regulars right now. So Cigar, even though he's massively down in score, honestly, I think he's in the winning position here because he still has his Imperial units. Imperial sharpshooters, Imperial regulars, and honestly, he should be pushing in here. Imperial units, Imperial regulars are so insane, and Imperial sharpshooters. And he wants to do it before CKG gets his Imperial units. And has he already sent his Imperial units? I don't know. It looks like he sent the Texas army, but I can't see him actually sending the techs in yet. Okay, finally pushing that trade post. I did see CKG has the trade post line here as well, the whole trade post line, and his opponent he's getting down the Berbers on the left side as well. And look at this, CKG on 151 military pop right now.
What is your command?
Cigar back up to 117, and it won't be long before he's max again. So this type of fight is just who can micro better, honestly. Who can keep their tempo up? Still guard units, though. You look at the difference in guard. 143 to 22 range compared to 190 HP and 34 range. The difference between Imperial and guard is massive. Absolutely massive. I think these are under the flag, but still, that's incredible.
Yes. What is your command?
Look at this. Under the Texas flag, they have 57 range attack. That is incredible. They're only 1 pop, guys. 50, and they have 14 range because they're, they're regulars, and 300 HP. Absolutely insane. Old 300 coming in for Cigar. That's going to be you get a villager per building, and he had 18 villagers. So that was an 18 villager shipment right there. One of my favorite shipments in the game. Always has been. Always loved the Texas rebuild with that old 300, whatever it's called. What is it called again? Old 300. Absolutely love that shipment. It used to, it gave a maximum of 24 villagers. It used to be infinite. And I think at one point I got like 60, 70 villagers from it at one point. I'm pretty sure it was that card. But it never used to be capped at 24. It definitely got capped, and I'm sorry, but that was because I used it in one game, I think, where I got well over 50 villagers and Talanis was watching. Thought, well, that's too broken. Oh, dear.
I'm ready.
No, I think the maximum probably was about 50 villagers I got for it. Yeah, I've gotten a couple of like 30s as well, but I can't even remember how much. Maybe I'm over-egging it a little bit, but it's literally how many buildings you can have down. And I used to just spam houses down to really maximize it. But we've got a second big fight on our hands now. Both these guys almost max pop. Imperial regulars still not in yet, but we do have Imperial volunteers and we have Imperial sharpshooters. So Imperial showdown for both of these sides. Flag being planted down. I really like Cigar's use of the flag because he's using his for the forts, which gives him units quicker. However, CKG is using his flag to buff all of these units, but it looks like he loses the flag. He loses the flag. That is so huge. And even though these sharpshooters do an insane amount of damage to Cigar's regulars still hit hard for 52. That's a lot of damage. But I've just realized, oh my god, and this is the difference between Sticky G getting that extra eco. Sticky G's, his Imperial sharpshooters have a 3.5 multi, so he's got counter infantry riflery. Whilst we look at Cigar, and he only has 2.5, so he hasn't got counter infantry riflery. So again, Sticky G with the sharpshooter play, his sharpshooters will absolutely destroy these regulars. Like, it's an insane amount of damage. Like, it's 105 damage. These regulars do 105 damage to regulars. They free hit these regulars. That is insane. Now he's going for old 300 as well, and he's going to get the max out of it, which is the 24 villagers. I love this build, man. This is so incredible. Hello. They are both going for it, but they're both going for the rebuild of economy, but Sticky G's economy is just so good right now. Sending in the state capital as well. I can't remember what you can get from the state capital. Because you can get the state capital for the California Revolt as well, and I can't remember. There's missing text from both sides, but there's definitely one that's better than the other. Okay, Sticky G, 72 villagers. He's back up to 72 villagers. Wow. Whilst we look at Cigar, he's down like 20 scores. Sticky G is making lots of howitzers as well, which is really smart. Just to try and apply pressure to these forts. But look at this. Look at this. Cigar back up to 160 pop. His remass is incredible. He's making culverins now as well. I like that. But they're only H3 culverins. He hasn't got the royales. And a lot of Sticky G's population has been taken up by these howitzers. So I like the idea of it, but it could be a mistake. It could be a huge mistake. Oh, so much artillery whacking down these sharpshooters. Oh, all the free culverins versus free culverins in it. And these Charos, he's got guard cab now. They are being super annoying. They are being really annoying, hitting the back lines. Again, it looks like a sort of another stalemate-ish fight, which is what you expect when they're doing the exact same builds. Cigar back up to 49 villagers. But Sticky G is on 79. He's got more pop, but again, most of this pop is... the difference in military pop is very similar. Because a large part of his pop is in villagers. But again, another stalemate again. But Sticky G is up 20k score. Sticky G now sending 4 villagers. Sorry, 4 culverins. And look at that overpop. You love to see it. Overpopping now, 208 overpop. He's making Berbers as well, really smart. Get them to guard status. That will really help in the fight. So Sticky G is really pushing the greedy side of this Texas fort spam. And I think it might take the edge here unless Cigar can make something happen right now. This is what Age of Empires 3 is all about, baby. This is this is just my favorite stuff, my favorite build. One of my favorite builds. I love the Texas Revolt with Mexico. It's so good. Again, this flag has not been replaced the entire game. That was the first flag for him that went down once he deleted the town center, and it's been up ever since. And I think it's probably buffing about 4 forts worth of military. So there's about 4 forts. I think 1, 2, 3, maybe this one, but definitely 2. Definitely 2 are being buffed. I don't know what the range is, but it might just be those two. But it could be these if it's if the range is higher. Especially, I think there's a card like this one here, improves Inspiring Flag to gain a much area of effect, and now improve hit points. Both of these guys seem to be forgetting about that. Like he's getting the Minutemen are upgraded to Texas Marines, which is kind of good, but it's not as good as the flag card. It's nowhere near as good as the flag card. Again, more artillery war going off. Who's going to come out on top this time? He needs to kill the heavies. Oh, but that's a huge amount of culverins coming in. The Charo's being super annoying on the artillery. Oh, culverins move forward, and that's going to be nice for Cigar. No, Cigar's not targeting him. He needs to target the culverins. Look at that micro from Cigar. Oh, but a double whammy there for Sicky G. It's all to who can kill the artillery quicker. Don't forget, he has Royales, while Cigar only has H3 culverins, but he's pushing forward with military to kill them now. There's still a heavy cannon left. Gatling guns are very weak. They're only H3 as well, so the heavy cannon needs to push forward here. These sharpshooters absolutely decimate the... oh, but the heavy cannons decimate them. The great equalizer. The Gatling gun goes forward against the heavy cannon. We've got some Charo raids, no Berber raids. Oh, no, we've got the Howitzer raid going on here. Such smart play. And I think he's taken down a fort. There goes another fort. So he's down to 4 forts. So he's pushing on this side while still pushing on the right side. Really smart play there by Sicky G. Such good player. Native Embassy been sent there by Dictor Cigar. I'm not sure what that was. Meant to quickly rebuild these forts. You definitely want to rebuild the fort near the flag as well. These units should be in melee against the artillery as well. Oh, it looks like another fort is going to go down. There's still 4 howitzers left. Huge play by Sicky G. He takes down 3 forts. All the howitzers go down, but they did their damage, and they can't even get the rebuild of forts going on here. Looking really rough now for Cigar. Cigar saying, good try. He's putting on a brave front. He's saying not good enough. He's saying not good enough. He's down 25k score, but he's still talking tough. You've got to give it to him. He's got 2 haciendas full of villagers. He should be sending this card, Land of Burnett. The Inspiring Flags gain a much wider area of effect and now also improve unit hit points. Guys, this is absolutely insane for the Texas build. Like, seriously. Like, look, Inspiring Flag set building construction rate aura, maximum range to 70. So you could use it to build in, to plant in your base, so it affects all of your forts. Or you could use it offensively, not only to buff your damage, but to also buff your HP. Guys, both of you, you need to understand the importance of this card right here, Land of Burnett. It is insane for this Texas build. It will improve both of your builds. Cigar is not going down without a fight, though. Heavy cannons getting pounded. The forts are getting rebuilt. But the problem is, his tempo is decreasing. Now almost double the score is Sicky G. He's got 3 shipments ready to go. Sending in heavy cannons, sending in Gonzalez guns. That gives you a Napoleon gun for each fort and town center. So if you've got like the max forts, that's like already a 6 Napoleon gun shipment. Oh, finally now Land of Burnett coming in, but Land of Burnett should have been sent in a lot sooner. It's literally like a 10% buff to HP for all of your units under a flag. Like, that's an incredible card. Oh, the guard Minutemen from the destroyed fort. Sagara sent this card here, the Almo. And it's looking like the end of the road for the legendary Fort Texas Master. That is Cigar 89. Dicta Cigar 89. He's getting beat by the apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, looking like it's his turn to take it against the Master. He is beating Obi-Wan right here. Cigar saying, I have the high ground. Don't try it, Anakin. But Siki G saying, no, no, no. I have the economy lead. I am the one that's going to be taking this. All of the forts going down. He's under the forts now, but these howitzers giving him a pound. And there comes another set of guard Minutemen. Minutemen are trying to dive forward, I think, against the howitzers. But it's not going to matter. He goes into melee to try and beat them, but it's not going to be enough. And look at all of these villagers fleeing for their lives, getting meleeed by Imperial regulars. Cigar replanted the flag there. That's the second flag he's planted in 41 minutes. He's on 53 villagers. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. Finally, he's sending 4 culverins. He still hasn't sent Land of Burnett. Again, a very, very good shipment. There come the Napoleon guns. Siki G sending in heavy fortifications. Look at his resources as well. He can't spend them because he's max pop constantly. So he's just ready to go. Des, I don't know what he's saying there. He's saying something about pathing. Disastrous pathing, saving you. Learn from you everything. Like, he's being gracious, man. He is being so gracious in this win. He is bowing to his master. But the apprentice right now is becoming the master. Siki G, I grant you the level, the title of Jedi Master. You have earned it, my son. You have well and truly earned it. Imagine being in a position where you have 82 villager economy, so you can make all the units you want. But on top of this, you've got 6 forts which are producing just infinite Imperial units on top of all of that. Like, you just can't lose, right? You cannot lose. I don't even know if... I don't even think the Maya Revolt would beat this. Like, this... I think the Maya Revolt would actually lose to this as well. Even though how OP Maya Revolt is. I think it would lose to this. I don't see how you beat this. Because it's just constant overpop. Constant remasses from the forts for free. And these Napoleon guns doing some work. But again, Cigar's trying to keep himself back in this game. He's trying to rebuild forts. You've got to give it to him. But I think it is over, my son. I think it is over. The flag's about to get stolen now as well. Oh, Minutemen flipping it. Whoa, whoa! Minutemen! Shamo! Shamo! Jiggy, jiggy, shay! Give me the jiggy, jiggy, jiggy! There's party in here, baby! They were having a rave there. It was something to do with the foundation getting destroyed. They were having a rave party there. I want to know what they were taking, so I want some of that, baby. Thank the pathing, because that's the only thing that made you win. Hey, Cigar is being his usual toxic self, which we all love. The toxicness from Cigar. His build orders are toxic. His chat is toxic. But Siki G being graceful in his win, understanding that Dicta was the master, but Siki G saying, I am now granted the title of Jedi Master, and maybe now Siki G is truly the master of this build. However, Cigar will always be the inventor of this free Texas fort spam. from Mexico. What a fantastic game. 44 minutes of just Texas fort spam versus Texas fort spam. And what a game that was. Sicky G, you absolute legend. Thank you so much for sending this game over to me. And all resources. Look at the all resources, Gavin. Military. And Cigar definitely had an opportunity. Look, the first big fight, he had almost like double the army. He almost had double. He was like, he had another 50, 60% of the army. But he dived under those forts and he just kind of lost everything. He should have pushed past the forts, I think, and tried to do some economy damage, take down a factory, you know, all of that sort of take down, you know, the villagers, all that sort of good stuff, take down the army. And I think that was Cigar's biggest fumble here. That was the opportunity for him to win this game. But Sicky G was able to hold really, really well. And Cigar tried. Look at that remass from Cigar. They got up to the same pot, but again, could have won again. But again, always comes down to micro. Always comes down to micro. So could have had better micro here, but once again gets the same remass, loses, gets a little bit lower remass, and after that just could never get the same remass back. So he had a few opportunities to get himself back to this game or to win the game. But Sicky G with the really cool economy build there with the Texas fort spam, absolutely loved it. Well played to both. Fantastic stuff. Always want Texas fort spam games. And yeah, hopefully, like Cigar with the first build, inspired Sicky G to do his own Texas fort spam. Let's hope there's someone out there, someone here that's watching this video that also feels inspired to do this build as well. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Love this game. Love the community. Love you all. And I'll catch you in the next one. Pijar, my amigos. See you later.